Welcome back to another episode of the Flycast. Today we have a very special episode. It is officially begun. We are having a therapy session with Nick MaNiaC Kirshner. He has joined us on the couch. He's got his eyes closed. So I guess first I've only taken 3 classes of therapy school, so I'm going to do the best I can.
My heart rate has jumped 3x since you started talking.
So question number 1, how are you?
I gotta be honest, Doc. I've been going through it a little bit lately. We can get into some more details here in a bit, but as of late, just a lot of stress, a lot of anxiety, nothing new here, the usual, but it just seems to be amplified 10x.
I get that.
These past few weeks. Past month has been rough. Past week has been really rough. Past 2 weeks really, but
what have
hanging in there, Doc.
What have you been doing to numb that stress? What have you been doing to get your mind off of it?
Because I can't take you serious.
No, I'm trying my best here. Be a therapist.
What's the question? Well, what have I been doing to keep my mind off it?
To keep your mind off of the stresses.
Off of what's been happening.
Right, yeah.
To be honest, I've been sick.
Mm-hmm.
I've tweaked usually the gym would be my outlet here. Situations like this, disappear to the gym for a few hours, go sit down at Chipotle by myself. That's the usual thing. But I've tweaked my shoulder to where I haven't been able to hit like chest and upper body really for the past month. I have shin splints, which are still come and go, so my running's been very inconsistent. And then I've been sick with a really bad cold. I might have COVID. Forgot to mention that part.
Well, thanks for coming in today.
But so even the coping, Doc, the coping hasn't even been where it should be at. But I gotta be honest, with the shit that I'm going through, I feel that I've responded better than I thought I would. Usually in these type of situations, I kind of break down and hide away and shrivel up inside my bed and get nothing done and just think the worst of the worst and there's no hope and you lost it all and you're fucked and then maybe this just ain't for you and any negative thing you could ever think of and start taking Xanax or something or drinking alcohol to get through it and just ease the pain and distract yourself. But I gotta be honest, Doc, I've gone through this whole thing. No medication, just straight, no alcohol, just straight pain to the heart.
Just head on.
So I'm kind of proud of myself in that sense.
I'm proud of you too, man.
Hey, thanks, man.
And so since you're not dealing with it in the gym and you're not doing alcohol and drinking drugs, what have you been doing?
Well, I have been doing it, just not as consistent. Like, I would say it's not every day, it's half the days, put it that way.
That you're going to
I've been eating a lot of shit-ass food. Very, very bad food. I think I've DoorDashed every single day this month. Once, maybe twice a day. I eat out almost every meal. So I've been eating like shit. And besides that, sort of just, I've had a lot to do these past few weeks. I've had to, we can get into the nitty gritty of it, but I've had to find a place to live. I toured 8 different apartments. All these were like 6-7 hours days, driving in traffic. It was a shit show. Doing that and then packing, dealing with the animals, Besides that, I don't know. Just sort of laying in bed by 6, 7 p.m. and thinking negative thoughts the entire fucking time and living in hell. That's been my past few weeks, to be honest.
But you're not doing drugs.
It's the positive. That is the positive.
So you found a place though?
I did. I found. I went through I'm going through my midlife crisis. I found a place. I'm paying too much. Already thinking about trying to get a car, but I think I'm gonna scratch that idea. My rent's already high enough. I'm gonna try to be responsible. I've completely cleaned out my closet. I've set up my stream setup. I've given away old clothes. I'm starting fresh, Doc. I'm starting fresh. This might be the best thing for me. I don't know. But there's one thing I do know is that I don't have another option, and this is the way. So I need to step it the fuck up, lock in, and regardless of the pain and the suffering and the I need to fucking lock in. My time is now. Got it, Doc?
What does lock in mean? What are 3 goals for 2025?
Consistent streaming. It doesn't have to be TikTok, but some kind of IG reels, YouTube reels, short form content.
Okay.
Streaming short form content. I mean, best shape of my life, but I've been saying that since I was 18 years old. Maybe a little YouTube. I wouldn't really throw that as a goal, but trying to think of what a nice little third goal would be. Short form content, consistent streams. There's like certain goals and stuff I want to do with streaming, whether it's the fucking Elden Ring marathon I got to do. But I won't count those as like 2025 goals. That just counts with like doing good with streaming.
Yep.
Wait, what was even my other one? Streaming, short form content, and then I don't know if I feel like you have to have a fucking third, but that's where I'm at right now. Getting the best shape of my life. But that's about where I'm at right now. I wanna live a little more, I think. I feel like the past, not even just the past few years, but sort of the past few years, I've been living a very mundane, sort of boring life, and it was exciting at times for sure. But too many times I fell into just a consistent averageness of not even blaming anyone else, because it was me. I got into a cycle of like not wanting to do anything, not wanting to go out, not wanting to drink, not wanting to go have fun, not wanting to spend time with friends, not willing to drive from bumfuck to go meet someone in Frisco or Dallas or Plano and, I don't know, have dinner or go to a little party or a club. Or I just, for some reason, completely fell out of that stuff. And I got to the point where, especially when I started streaming again, my life just got very boring and mundane, which it was just streaming and gym, which is good. That's probably what I'm going to sort of be at right now. But I definitely wasn't living life the way I should be living life. That doesn't have to include fucking alcohol. It has to not include laying in bed by 6 p.m., smoking weed, but I'm laying there, but I don't fall asleep till 3 a.m. So it's like fucking quick maths, say 9 hours or some shit of just literally doing nothing but fucking smoking, playing, watching TikTok. Like, it wasn't right. And I got to break that cycle. And I think with this fresh start, I'm going to try to do so and live a more fulfilling life. We can get into some. Do I just say it?
I think so. Yeah, okay. They probably already figured it out. They probably know exactly what's happening.
First off, I'm sick. I don't know if I mentioned that part.
Yeah, you have COVID and you brought it in.
So me and I'm not even going to say names. Me and my girlfriend of 2.5 years. We have officially broken up. We're separating, and I'm just telling you guys this because I'm gonna hear it on. I'm gonna see it on my streams. I'm gonna get tweets. I'm gonna get Instagram, or people are gonna be like, because we've had many talks of like talks about kids, talks about getting married, and just a month or two ago we had I think we were like, yo, let's plan like when we're having kids and shit next year. But while even that was going on, in my head, I'm like, we're not having the best, healthiest relationship right now. It's like things are a little off. So me and my girlfriend have broken up. We've been together 2.5 years. We've been through 3 dogs total, a cat. We lived in 2 different places together. We bought a house, and then we've only lived in that this year, and then we're going to be selling it. So basically, I mean, there's nothing really to this story. And let me just say this. If you were to go out of your way and message her and say anything disrespectful, just know I don't fuck with you at all. This wasn't some MaNiaC got his heart broken. It was, I mean, I really don't even need to go into the details of it. But it just happens in relationships sometimes. I think we got towards the end of ours, and it was very mundane. And to be honest, I think I learned the most. I learned the most towards the end of this. I can't say I didn't see it coming, but it's like I almost forced it to head that way. With just where my attitude was at, and I'm not even trying to take all the blame for everything, but just where my attitude was at in the relationship and things I would do, things I wouldn't do. Y'all know me, lazy sack of shit loser gamer. And that sort of played a role in our relationship as well. Obviously, I think I'm a very good person, and I think I'm a good person. But once you start getting comfortable in a relationship, you start doing this, you start leaving this out, and little arguments start, and you don't even try to resolve the arguments anymore. You just say fuck it, like you're done trying to make it feel or be okay, even though it probably was your fault. And it just eventually gets to the point where you guys are at this weird fucking energy. There's something going on. No, I mean, I don't mean like something going on, but there's weird energy in the house, and y'all have not addressed it. And then when you do finally address it, it's everything you thought it was. And we won't go into the details of that. No one fucking cheated, or it was nothing like that. It was just us, our individual selves sort of clashing with the other person's individual self on an almost daily basis. And not really, I wouldn't even say it was really arguments. It was more so just, I don't know, to be honest, I think a lot of it was me of just being comfortable and expecting things of her, and then her not expecting much of me, and a little animosity to how her job works compared to how my job works. And I mean, I can take a lot of the blame of just like I could have stepped it up so much more. And it's not like I look back and think I should have. It's kind of like I'm looking forward and saying like, I don't think I'll never make that mistake again. But who fucking knows? Maybe I felt like I really learned something from it. And it's not to say I was being some complete freak, like dirtball loser. Like, that's not the point that I'm trying to get at. It's just, I think everyone relates to this, and this is why a lot of relationships end. You guys just get comfortable. You know, it's no longer about trying to make each other happy. It's your routine gets very mundane. Both of y'all are bored. And it's not even in a sense of like, I'm bored, let's go out with your friends and hit the club and shit. It could just be date nights, movie nights. Instead of watching TikTok for 8 fucking hours or playing chess high as a fucking kite, losing every game, spend some quality time with each other. Put some things aside. It's just little things. It's everyone has their own individual stuff that you would take from a relationship of like, I definitely did that better. She didn't deserve that, or I deserve that. Why does she treat me like this? Or she's always got an attitude. Or every relationship has something. And I'm not saying, so I'm not trying to pinpoint anything with ours. But I think it just got to a point where we were sort of just nitpickily bored, and like just both of us a little emotionally disconnected, and so we just had to have, I'm really not going to get into any more detail. I think I just broke down of why every single relationship sort of breaks up. But it sort of just got to that point, realized maybe we weren't the best for each other, at least right now. And I say that as if there's like right now, maybe in the future, and to be honest, maybe, I don't fucking know. I can't predict the future, but I've never been a fan of doing anything like that. It's just fucking stressful to me. But yeah, my entire world the past. To be honest, it started probably over a month ago of like the weird energy in the house that I just couldn't stand. Like, I would be streaming and like I'm trying to put a smile on, and I'm trying to like rage and have fun and have a personality, but inside I was just like, bro, I remember games would end and I'm just like sitting there like shaking, thinking of like when is she gonna get home? So like, should I try to force that talk to happen tonight? Like, this could really be happening. I'm about to lose my family, basically. Because this is someone I thought I would have like kids with, and like I was saying earlier, like we talked about having kids with, marry. I was like, even in that, I was like, damn, this might be fucking it. Like, this could be my future. But obviously, and I'm sure a lot of people relate, things change over time. And this is where we're just at right now. We broke up probably, I mean, I don't need to get into specifics, but say a week and a half ago or so. So I told them, do not put me in fucking content. Because I was fucking, I'm a pussy. When I go through a breakup at first, I shut down. There is no way I could get on a pod, on a stream. I remember even the stream. I was streaming, I think like 2 Thursdays ago. And I was like, I'm gonna, in my head, I'm like, I'm gonna have a talk with her about our relationship. And then that day came, or I was streaming, and I just could, it wasn't a bad stream, but I was just fucking sick to my stomach. Ended the stream, ended up like having a talk didn't really do anything. It kind of just got worse over the next few days. And then I think I was like, all right, we need to like make some kind of decision, because this is just, if you've ever lived in a situation like that, that shit is fucking hell. Whether you've broken up and then still had to live with him for a while, because I remember like 2 exes ago, in which if you're dating me, I feel like you have to be an amazing person, right? But like so I'm not trying to knock anyone, but like 2 exes ago, we broke up, and then we still had to live together for like 2 weeks, and it was it's just fucking gut wrenching.
I don't think I could do that,
dude. I can't. I couldn't. I lived through it. Am I fucked up forever now because of it? I don't. To be honest, it wasn't. It wasn't as bad as I thought I would. But immediately when we were like, all right, well, I guess this is it. We go our separate ways. When we like talked that or said that, that's when it fucking was gut wrenching me. And the next few days, and we're walking by and not looking at each other, not talking to each other, not. I don't know, man. I was saying to someone, the worst thing ever is your parents dying. Second, the worst thing ever is breakups with like someone you actually loved. I think that might be top 2. I mean, obviously, if you fucking
the Game of Thrones ending is up there too. I was
thinking like battling cancer.
Yeah. I mean, I've experienced the other ones you've talked about, but I've never experienced the cancer one.
I was thinking like cancer is probably worse.
Yeah, it's probably up
there. But everyone knows what I'm talking about. Breakups fucking suck, bro. It literally feels like someone died because it is like death. Like the person you loved,
especially in your scenario,
that love you had for them, like that person died, and now you live your life almost probably never really seeing them again. And you disconnect from them emotionally. You disconnect from them from social medias. You don't look at their pictures. You're not sitting there reminiscing. It's like, boom, they're gone. Your life flips completely upside down from where you thought it was going to go.
Yeah. Especially like basically, because like animals are damn near family.
Oh my God. Yeah. It's fucking.
I haven't gone through that. I mean, I haven't gone through that.
Dude, even honestly, I wouldn't say the hardest part, because the hardest part I think is just the breakup in general of like seeing this girl potentially being the one. We get dogs and shit, so it's losing her. It's like, yes, it's fucking sickening. It makes you fucking sick. I don't want to do anything, but if there's something that I want to do, it's just crawl in my fucking bed and hide away like a pussy. But the fact that we've been through 3 dogs, Milo, R.I.P., and then our 2 new puppies who we got together, and it's like these are now our children who they are gonna know us their entire lives. Like we have to give them a good life. Past 2 years, gotten both of them, and then now since obviously we're separating, going our separate ways. It's like, what do we do with the animals? Obviously, I'm taking Junior, my cat, but then with the animals, it's like. I'm telling you, they don't even really have a favorite human. They love each other. They are the biggest, best friends. And it almost makes me more emotional thinking about the animals than like us. Because these animals are best fucking friends. It kills me knowing that they're about to be separated. Because I'm going to take Chewy. She'll take Charlie. And it just fucking kills me. Knowing they'll be separated from their best fucking friend. They're like brother and sister. And they are just best friends. They walk together. Like if I get up off the bed and go to the kitchen, they both jump off the bed, come to the kitchen. If I go to the guest room, they both come to the guest room. If I open my stream room, they both come in the stream. They are always together. They both go outside. They both wander the yard. They both play. Like they are a fucking unit. So just, oh God, that's there. And they sense it. They sense something is already coming. Cause like I moved out. I officially moved out yesterday. I took my bed, TVs, all my clothes, like everything. I'm moving into my place. I moved out yesterday. And then, but even before that, just packing shit, they were weird. They were like not really eating. Charlie looked like kind of scared all the time. She pissed on, what'd she do? She like pissed on something, or she just peed on the floor because she was just like so scared that like something was happening, like a big change in her life was gonna happen, and it is. But I think that might almost just hurt the most, is seeing them having to be separated. We're going to work out. See how I've ever dealt with a breakup, or like not even a breakup, really just anyone I've ever sort of talked to like that, plus a relationship, any sort of relationship, or just a situationship. Once I stop talking to them, like I have to like not see them again. Fucking, I don't block them, but I'll like mute their profile to where I can't see their face. It's literally like they're dead to me. But so that's gonna make it tough because I can't really do that because we're co-parenting with these animals. So like I'm gonna like if she, like today she's working, so I'm going to the house and I'm going to like let them out for a little bit, hang out with them a little bit, feed them, blah, blah, blah. And then I'm going to go. And then I think later this week I'm going to take Chewy, but then she'll eventually move. Or I'm going to take Chewy probably this week. And then I'm going to help out with Charlie when needed because she does work in Dallas. And then the drive back to Garland's could be like 40 minutes sometimes. So I'm going to help with that for a little bit. But once we're both moved, we're going to both be in Dallas. And I'm going to have Chewy. She'll have Charlie. And it's just like, how are we going to do this? Because when I move on, I move on to where it's like, and it's fucked up because like, she is more deserving than that. But that's just what I have to do for me. I have to just completely separate myself.
I mean, how long can that realistically last though?
Like a co-parent thing?
For animals, you can't do that. You can't. I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you. You can't do that because imagine you start seeing someone. Imagine she starts seeing someone.
Well, it would be
the last thing you want to do is be like, I'm bringing the dog I bought with my ex over. You know, shit like that.
Yeah. No, I completely agree.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's like, I think if you're super mature and you genuinely don't like, if I'm like, say I had Chewy and it was like, hey, can you bring Chewy over this weekend? I'll hang out with them all weekend. I'd be like, sure. First off, I don't even want to see you. I would rather give it to your leasing office, give Chewy to your leasing office, and then they can take him. Or like you leave your apartment door open and I'll just pop him in, take him off the leash, go. And then I leave. But if it ever came to a point where she has her new man over and I have Chewy, and then they meet me in the leasing office and he's there, I'm like, get me the fuck out of here. I'm not doing this. Like shit like that. It's like, I could not do that. But if it's like hey, I'm going to leave my door unlocked, can you bring Chewy by and just throw him in there with Charlie? I could maybe do that. Maybe in the beginning, I'll be willing to just like face-to-face see her and like meet me at this dog park, give me her, and then you can leave. But I don't know, man, because I'm sort of on your side. I've never had to do anything like this before.
I understand the transition period makes perfect sense, but I mean, I just think that's very sticky when you get down the line.
It is sticky, but even if I was dating a girl and she was like, my ex is gonna bring back over my dog, I'd be like, I don't fucking want a part of this.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm not gonna start meeting and talking and dedicating my time to someone who's still talking to their ex because they're co-parenting a dog.
Yeah,
like I wouldn't even. So like I completely get it. It's not something I want to do, but for the love of our animals, in which I have surprisingly loved so much, like I feel like they like grew a seed of love in me that wasn't fucking there before.
Yeah.
But they're just such best friends. It's just hard to even imagine like separating. Like it's almost like MaNiaC. I talk to myself as MaNiac.
Yeah.
It's like, MaNiac, shut the fuck up, you pussy. Mm-hmm. Get it together. It doesn't matter what she's doing. Man the fuck up. Get your life together. Be the fucking high value man you is. Mm-hmm. Step your shit up in all ways possible and drop the fucking dog off, pussy, is what I tell myself sometimes.
Right.
And I feel like that's how it should be.
It's what it's like to be a man, yeah.
I come back and I'm like, but I'm a pussy.
Right.
So it's just, but for the love of the dogs, so we're stuck on that a little bit. We're not necessarily stuck on it. Like, we're going to figure it out because it's like, they are just best friends, bro. And it hurt to just like separate them. Like, even if I have Chewy in my apartment, he'll just lay there with mopey, sad ears. And just, I'll be like, fuck. Like, I can't even look at him because he's just sad now.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe, I don't know yet because he doesn't live in my apartment yet. So, like, maybe he'll be all right. And, like, I'm going to have to take him on some good walks. And we got a park. There's a dog park. There's Clyde Warren Park, which is really big. There's a few places I could take him. Maybe they'll see it in my videos. I was going to say maybe cut that out, but they'll end up seeing it in like videos and shit that I make anyway. But
I can't believe you moved downtown.
Yeah, so
why not around here?
So the location wise, I just thought since moving to Texas, I always had a dream. Like my dream, whenever we had the Scuff House, and then when it was like, yo, we're moving to Texas, it was like, all right, fuck yeah. First we get pitched, we're going to be in apartments like looking over the city. Then we get pitched that we're going to be in nice apartments in Frisco, but like there's hella shit around. There's like, and it is nice. Like it is fucking nice around this area. And then we get here and it's like we're on some side fucking apartment building down the road a little bit, not in the fucking mix of the coolness over here. So start off with that. Then we get like the fake OpTic house. Then where do I go from there? Then I went to like some apartment complex in Addison, like the middle of not the middle of nowhere, but like no one fucking gives a fuck about where I was. There's nothing to do around there. Just some rando apartment building. Then moved to the Isaac again, or
yeah,
maybe cut that shit out too. I don't know. I don't want to just start name dropping.
Nobody lives in the Isaac anymore. You're good.
But I lived there, like came back to Frisco, lived there, and then while I was living there, I was like, man, it's it's super convenient to get here, but I was like, I'm just fucking bored, and like that was in a point where I like started going downtown more, and it wasn't necessarily good because then I would end up drinking more, but it was just the Uber there, then the Uber back, or the Uber there, and spend the night at my friends because I don't want to get an Uber back, or like I don't fucking. So it's just that I was like, we do literally nothing here in Frisco. So let me get from there, I moved sort of in with my girlfriend to the Hamilton or to a high rise in Dallas. Kind of liked it, but I was like halfway there, halfway here. So I didn't really live there. Then from there, we moved to Turtle Creek,
a loft,
which is like a first floor loft. The building went kind of high, but it was like sort of on the outskirts of Dallas, of downtown. It was on the like out, so it wasn't in the mix of the city. It was like kind of on the outside, but a nice building. It was what I felt I needed at the time. And then from there, we bought a house in Bumfuck. Honestly, buying the house in Bumfuck, I feel like kind of took a damper on our relationship because once she got a job in Dallas and she had to start commuting, she would sit in traffic every single day. Like she would have to be there at 9. She'd leave here by like 8 or like 7:50. And like even afterwards, she'd get off at 6. She'd get here at like 7. So it was just long days. And then she'd come home and I'm like maybe streaming or I'm already high. And it was just, I feel like that set us up for just, and it was my fault, man. Like she was working hard, but I think that's sort of set us up. And even my drive here is 40 minutes, and I stopped hanging out with anyone because I was just so far away. And it's not like I'm not trying to fucking. That's just where our life was at the time, buying that house. But I thought like, all right, buy the house. This is it. Marriage, kids. Like I think this is gonna be it. And then obviously after everything I've said, it turns out it's not it. So I was, during this time of looking for a new place, I was just like, what do I want? Yes, it would be super convenient to hang out, and it'd be super convenient to live in Frisco. Frisco's nice as fuck. I actually really like Frisco. I think if I ever get a house again, it'll be Frisco if I can afford it. But Frisco, super nice. Obviously, everyone's sort of around here. Hex, Seth, Nade, you, fucking a lot of people. So everyone wanted to hang out with people we could, but like no one really hangs out. Do sometimes, but it's just everyone grinds. So I'm just like, yeah, I feel like I would stream, and then I'd end my stream, and then I'd just be like, I'm fucking bored. So I was like, what experience have I wanted that I haven't got? And I think that was just like the high rise, tall, nice ass building. My place is like very modern looking, like very sleek. It's all white. Fridge is built in. Gas stove. Super white, super nice LED underlightings, like floor to ceiling windows. I was like, this is what I need. It is $1,000 over the price I wanted to pay, but I was like, this is what I fucking want. And so I just said, fuck it, man. I think I'm just going to apply. We toured probably 8 places. I found this place. I'm not going to say where I live, but you'll see video soon enough. I can actually, I think, text Matt Craig a little bit. I can show you some pictures, but I do want to do like maybe a little tour, or something like that. We'll get some kind of video out. But being single now, man, I'm like, I'm having some ideas floating around because all of my time is now just on me. It's not about like making someone else happy. It's not about making sure they're okay. It's not about they don't feel well. So, okay, I'll just lay in bed with them for 4 hours and, make sure they're fine. And I'm not trying to say that's what the relationship was. I'm saying like my life now, it's literally just me. I can do whatever I want. Chewy will be my responsibility, and we will be taking daily walks, and he will have I'm going to try to give him an amazing life, but it's me and Chewy. Junior. And Junior. Don't forget J Money. But Junior just likes, he lives his own life. He don't even fuck with us. But, yeah, I feel like my brain's starting to fire off some like ideas, and I want to bring my setup sort of to I kind of want to bring my setup to the living room, because right now it's considered a 2-bed, but the second bed is like sort of small. It's almost more so like a study with a closet. But it's like in the middle. I think I can like scream and shit and kind of get away with it, hopefully, because I was hearing some sounds last night. But yeah, I was almost thinking about bringing my stream to my living room and doing my Elden Ring marathon there and coming up with dope ideas. And like, I don't need to time it with anyone. I can just like, if I want to do it, I can make it happen, hopefully. But like, just shit like that, man. I feel like a little spark has come back. I've been trying to document this depressing ass sad vlog with no laughs.
Yeah, right. I know you made some fucking jokes in there.
Yeah, no, I'm definitely. I'm trying to.
That's your sad humor is like the best humor.
Well, it's like, and I understand that, but I was like, I don't know. Maybe it's just the beginning so far. But I even said to the camera, I was like, I know this is depressing. Like but like this is just where my personality is at right now. But yeah, I'm trying to keep it balanced, trying to make it happen. But just doing stuff like that, vlog, and yeah, maybe some short. I have an idea for a short form, just like I don't know, IG, YouTube, TikTok, reel or something on Wednesday, of just like a POV. You just got broken up with. Or POV, you just lost your entire family and your life flipped upside down. And then it's boom, me getting out of bed. Oh, and then it cuts and I'm jacking off. and then the next scene, I'm boom, quick shower, headed to the gym, do a few, boom, walk in here, do a podcast, fucking on the drive home, splash water in my eyes, like make it fucking like I'm crying and put on some hard ass gangster song. Like shit like that. I've already thought of. It's just about executing. And sometimes I feel too depressed to execute, but that's what fucking makes you, man. When you feel like that, but you get the job done anyway.
It is. That's what does it.
So I guess that's that. Like I said, don't be fucking stupid. We don't have issues with each other. I don't need no one being mean to her, and I don't need no one being mean to me. If you want to be mean, I've already seen some shit. Well, not about my relationship, but I wonder if
you couldn't.
Remember when
y'all couldn't break up prior to the pred. Y'all had to break up.
Yeah, that's our bad.
Y'all had to break up the same time that the OpTic breakup happened.
Yeah, that's our bad.
Yeah,
I told her we should wait. No, it was really me that was like, all right, let's make a fucking decision here, because this is depressing and I'm going to lose my fucking mind staying in this house one more day. I get that. And she's kind of like
she would have quiet. She would have wrote it out.
Yeah, she would have wrote that shit out. Yeah. And it's almost like maybe if she did write it out, she would have been like, okay, like, let's make this work. You got to step it up in certain things. I'll do this and I'll stop being like this. You start doing shit like this. Like maybe, I don't know. But all I know is it got to the point where I was like, Michelle, I'm sick to my fucking stomach every single day. We have to just have this talk. I don't want to talk about it. I know, damn sure know you don't want to talk about it, but we just got to do it. I felt like I approached it very mature. It wasn't toxic. And yeah, neither parties need any sort of fucking verbalization. So please just know I don't approve and I don't fuck with you at all. If you were to say some dumb shit to her, I mean, and obviously me, I see it every day when I refresh my page on Twitter, so I'm a little more used to it. But like, in no way, shape, or form do any parties need shit talk. Just have a little respect. I know it's still fresh. I know, even just honestly, I was contemplating not even talking about it, but I'm just like, there's no way I could just like not, like, I could just mention it and then just like go on and act like I give a fuck about the CDL and who's fucking 3-1. But
aren't we 3-1?
I don't know, but I can't, with my personality, man. It's just, with all these, I have 4 podcasts this week. I have to just be me. I there's no like faking the funk. And I understand if I'm sad. To be honest, there's a lot of times I am sad or like depressed, but like I'll step it up for the pod. But when it comes to the pod, I kind of, especially the Flycast, this is the safe space. This is what I had to do. I just had to get it off my chest. Had to lay it out. My stream was suspecting shit. So I disappeared. It's been about a week and a half, I think. So I disappeared and just had to handle that because I was trying to stream while going through this shit, and I was just sick to my stomach. I mean, even all this stress just has made me literally sick. I thought I was about to have, what is it when you get a really super sore throat?
Fucking
what kind of sickness?
Tuberculosis?
I don't know. But I thought like I was about to have to go to urgent care. My throat was hurting so bad. And then it's just snot and the stress and the cold. And it just, a very rough week, man. A very rough week. I would say the second roughest, I wouldn't even say week. I would say second roughest month of my life. Just from a mental standpoint. But sometimes that's life, man. You go through shit like that. And you bounce back stronger. Like I said, please just keep it peaceful. There's no animosity to anyone. We're handling this maturely. Appreciate everything she's ever done. But yeah, that's I tried to catch y'all up. I hope that was trying to think if there's anything like,
Matt, what time are we at? Okay, how about this? How about I go pee, and then when we come back, the therapy session's over. So we
Okay.
and then we'll just
I'm
talk
gonna go
about
pee too, then.
we'll talk about other shit.
Perfect.
All right. Dude, you had quite a healthy stream right there.
What?
You had quite a healthy stream in the bathroom right there.
Did I?
Yeah, it sounded like you know those things that you stick in the pool and you go.
This is the first pot I almost didn't piss.
You know, the things you stick in the pool and they go, and then you go.
Was it?
That's what yours shit.
I mean,
this
is what I don't have. I explained it yet on the pod of why. Every time I come here, I would usually have to do a bathroom break, but it's because I like wake up, I chug water.
Yep.
And then I might go to the gym. And if I do, I'm drinking more water, and I get home and I'll chug a protein shake. So it's just so much liquid in me in the morning. Then I'll get here and I'll be sipping on water. Mm-hmm. Then I'll walk in and I'll start getting nervous and parched. So I'll start sipping on the water. So it's like I piss when I get here. I sit down 30 minutes in. I got to piss again. It's just
sometimes my bladder's so weird. Sometimes I'll pee and then I'll leave the bathroom and I got to pee again. I think there might be something wrong with me.
No, I mean maybe. But I've definitely dealt with that.
Have you ever had what is it when some shit gets in your urethra? Not hemorrhoids. What is it when like girls have to pee after sex or they UTI? Have you ever had a UTI?
I don't think. Was it? What's the symptoms?
It burns like fucking hell when you pee.
I don't think so.
Have you ever had one, Matt? Yeah, me neither.
He said, nope.
I think one time I beat it and then didn't pee. And then
actually, I have had, I think once.
Really?
It was like I beat it, didn't piss.
Didn't pee and then you beat it again?
I don't know if I beat
like
it
whatever
again.
Whatever happened.
But I just like didn't pee right away and then waited and then my dick started hurting like I needed to pee and then I tried to pee and I like, couldn't really pee.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then when that little bit comes out, it like hurts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I thought like UTI was more like...
I think that's what a UTI is.
Serious. Because if a girl told me she had a UTI, I don't want to touch her.
Yeah.
So I don't know if that's...
Dude, UTIs are not even that. They're not. It's not like a fucking STD.
But that's how I look at them. UTI.
Oh, just because
your vagina's infected. Is how I look at it.
All it is they didn't pee after sex.
I don't have sex anymore, so I wouldn't know.
You just got to worry about your own.
I'm a virgin again. Feels good.
Hell yeah.
Feels good.
You're celibate.
Oh, speaking of which, even though you'll see, I was in Target yesterday, and I'm buying the single male. What's the fucking
bathroom
word, man?
kit?
Can I get my fucking vocab up?
Bathroom kit?
The single male necessities. You go through Target, you get your, I don't know, it could be a shaver, a new comb, new deodorant, a new toothbrush, some maybe floss that you'll never use.
Yep. You're always thinking, this year I'm going to use mouthwash.
Yeah.
Right.
I bought mouthwash, and I get the good kind.
Right. And then it sits there.
But I'm going through the aisles, and I'm like, fuck, I need lube.
Mm-hmm.
And we know what the good kind is.
Yeah, we do. And they don't sell it at Target anymore.
Yeah, I looked, and they didn't fucking have it.
I know. I've been looking for it.
So I was looking, I was like, fuck. Well, I also looked on it.
Also, I just want to make the record clear. You said that like you and I have sex with each other. We don't do that. We've just given each other recommendations of what we should
tips and tricks on what to do, what lube to use.
Okay.
So yeah, went to that section, didn't see it. Then I'm like, fuck, I got to get some of this watered down bullshit lube, the cheapy brokey lube, which it is not the same.
It's not.
I learned, I did not know, like growing up, you always hear like KY jelly is like lube. KY jelly does not do it's like, I might as well pour this on my cock. But anyways, so I'm reaching for the KY jelly, feeling like a loser.
Yeah.
And then I just hear, you don't need that. And like, it didn't even really register in my head. Like, cause I was facing this way and I hear it from like behind me here. So I just like grab it. I'd take like 2 steps. He was not here. Sir. And I turned around. She was like, you don't need that. I was like, what the fuck? Like she was, no, it's just like, ha ha. Thank you. Like it wasn't as awkward as what I may have just made it seem like. But I was just like, ha ha, like, hey, thank you, appreciate it. Like she was like calling me hot, like that's her way of saying calling me hot, and that she wants to fuck me.
Okay, wait.
Right?
Let's break this down. Let's break this down. Did you fuck this up, Matt? What's KY jelly used for? Can you look it up?
What?
I just want to make sure is KY lube?
Yes, KY is lube.
So it's not some shit for like.
Yeah, she saw me buying lube that I'm gonna beat off with.
That can be used for vaginal or anal sex with sex toys.
This is my breakdown of it.
Okay.
She saw me buying lube that I'm going to beat off with.
And
but she was like, you don't need to beat off. I can beat you off for you.
Dude.
Or you're handsome enough to where you can get a female to do that work for you.
No.
That's what I'm assuming she was saying.
Oh, shit.
Put it this way. She was not my type.
Okay.
She was...
She just wasn't your type.
Yeah, just not my type.
Just not your type.
Just not my type. She was
she was not
just
your
not
type.
my type.
Yeah, she's just not your type.
She
we'll just say
she's just not
she's
my
just
type.
not your type. She was
because if I would have
type.
turned around and it's just a baddie, I would have been like,
what you mean by
shouts
that?
out the Bible app. I would have shouted out the Bible app right then and there. I would have said, God, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the... But no, of course. I turned around and I was just like, haha, thank you. Thank you for that weird fucking compliment. But honestly, I don't, because guys don't get... That's my compliment. Guys don't get compliments, but when we do it, some shit like that, to where you don't even know how to fucking respond. It's never a nice shirt. Sometimes I'll get like a, hey, I like your tattoos.
I think because it takes a weird girl to compliment.
They compliment, and now imagine complimenting like that.
Other than Alexis,
you don't need that.
Alexis compliments me a lot, and I'm very appreciative of it.
Yeah, Michelle used to.
The only other compliment I've gotten was one time I was at Chick-fil-A. And I went through the drive-thru.
One time I was at Chick-fil-A.
I went through the drive-thru at Chick-fil-A, and there were, there's like people out there waiting, like they take your order at the window now. So there were two women out there, and one of them was like, "Can you take the other one so I can get this one?" And I was driving my Jetta at the time, and she was talking about me. The other girl was like, "Yeah." And she walked up and she said, "Oh my God, your eyes are perfect." And I went, Thank you.
It's like your brain's not prepared for a response.
Thank you. And she said, "What can I get you?" And I was like, "Chicken sandwich,
double cheeseburger."
And I was like, "What the fuck? What was that?"
That's that was
the last compliment I got. That wasn't from someone that's not my fiance.
It's so rare that it's.
That was 4 years ago.
Yeah, that's the only one you've gotten since.
I remember that.
There's
I don't know how I remember that.
I don't know. I remember that.
That's just funny.
I did have a guy randomly. I was with Michelle. We were walking through like Nebraska Furniture Mart or something.
Right.
And I had I think it was a shirt. And these two dudes are walking past me, and he looks at me and he goes like, "Hey, I like your shirt, man." And I was just like, gay. No, but he actually said I like your shirt, man. And I was like, "Oh, thank you, bro, appreciate it." He was like, "Yeah, it like really works for your style." And I was like, "You're trying to do this like you saw this on YouTube of going to compliment someone, and this is how you build conversation skills. Like you're not fucking fooling me, buddy. Okay. This isn't genuine." He said, "Damn." Then he walked off.
Oh, so you said all that to him?
No, I'm a pussy. I just said, "Thank you, bro. Appreciate it." And then, of course, 5 minutes later, we're walking past each other again, and we just make no eye contact.
You're just
But yeah, that was my last compliment. That was my only one.
In Nebraska Furniture Mart?
That guy and fucking
Target
girl.
I went to go hang up the time to pound. Who put it down there?
Someone be fucking with our set.
Someone fucks with our set.
Who was it?
You don't fuck. One thing that I learned growing up is you don't fuck with the set.
Should I mention this tweet I was tweeted at?
Yeah, hell yeah. I like it.
So yeah, like I said, guys, going through one of the worst times of my life, I figured, let me distract my brain. Let me get on social media, just scroll a little bit.
Just somewhere where all the happiness is.
And I scroll, and I just see someone tag me. So I look. Someone said, the thing I don't understand is why would OpTic drop Pred so fast if it was a mental health situation when OpTic MaNiaC was a legit drug addict and stayed. Someone else replied and said, facts.
Just Jake Lucky tweeted it. It's interesting that OpTic would drop Pred but keep rehab druggy mental health warlord.
Yep. I don't know why they do it. I just don't know. Just don't know why they would do it. And then someone else was like, why are you tagging him? And then I'm just waiting for the other guy to reply to him, and then we're talking to each other and just make sure this stays in my mentions for a week.
I want to find it. I want to reply and be like, dude, I feel that. Oh, let's fucking go. Wait, it's got 4 replies?
I feel that so heavily.
Oh, your boy Noah's got you. He also wasn't on the CDL team. Way different situation.
I mean, I'm not going to say a word about this.
We're saying words about it right now.
I'm going to say less words about this.
Then you were, okay. Oh.
If you don't get it, you don't get it. Like, I can't explain this.
He tagged you when at OpTic MaNiaC.
It doesn't get more common sense. Like, that you can't figure out why?
Wow.
But yeah, so that's how I started my morning.
It's crazy. I also drove to Arizona first week of December. So I've been living in Arizona, coming back for obviously the Flycast and for content. And while I drove,
wait, did you drive back?
No, I flew back for this. While I have been in Arizona, that's when all the team change shit happened. So like, this is one of the first times that OpTic has ever done anything where I legit don't know what's going on. I have no idea. I mean, I know a little bit more than
I didn't know. I heard of, I'm not even going to say of what I heard of, but it was not, I don't even know what's out there.
Yeah,
to be honest, because I have not been on, after the 45 minutes you just listened to.
I've probably been on social media more than you have been. Yeah.
Keeping up with this, I have been out of the fucking loop. But I did hear about it. I hit up Pred, and I just told him, like, hey, I was like, I just want you to know I fucked with you heavily. He immediately responded and was like, seemed in good spirits. He was like, thank you, bruv.
Thank you, bruv.
Like, there's some stuff I got to take care of. And
yeah,
I'm sure on his stream he talked about a lot of his shit. And since I don't know, I'm not even going to mention anything. But he seemed to be in decent spirits, and I hope he just does what he needs to do for himself. Because I fucked with Pred a lot. That dude has so much potential, just skill-wise, personality-wise. But sometimes that doesn't come with a price because they have that personality. Start giving them a little money, a little success, a little fame. It could make you do some things that, aren't the best things for you. Literally, specifically, I can't name anything that people might be talking about on the internet. So I'm not trying to like back anything y'all are saying. I don't know anything about what he's done or what he's been doing or even his team's thoughts about him. I know a little bit, but I don't know enough to even to speak on it as far as why this is what it is. I just
feel bad for
I wish him well.
I think quite literally a handful of people. Yeah, a handful, maybe more, of people can talk about it. And all people want is for someone to talk about it. So it's rough.
I mean, I'd be down to sit down with him. I don't think he'd want to.
I think he's in Australia.
Is he?
Yeah. think we need. Yeah. Well, nah. There's nothing really to. Oh, you're saying about everything that happened. I meant the actual dropping. I think the actual dropping of Pred. I think there only a few people can talk about it, and like.
Oh yeah.
And so like, I just saw. I tuned in. I've pretty much kind of downgraded to only watching the OpTic Texas matches when it comes to the CDL over the past few years. But I tuned into Seth's watch party, watch the OpTic match, and dude, it was unbearable. And I was in there. I was in there for 45 minutes. I can't imagine. I wouldn't be able to do it. I mean, I guess if I was getting paid what Seth's getting paid, then I would be able to do it. But it was just nonstop Pred questions, nonstop. So that kind of.
I think it'll calm down if especially if they keep winning, it'll calm down so quick.
Oh yeah, it's a weird situation.
So what are we? We're 3-1 CDL.
3-1. We lost to Boston, and I think we played some easy teams.
Yeah,
we played some easy. Yo, Brandon, who do we play next? Oh wait, it's break, right? Yeah. So the minor tournament, has it been announced when it is? I know when it is, but has it been announced? Yeah. So we don't play again until January 10th. January 10th, there's a minor tournament, and then after that, go back into matches.
Yeah. I need to get back into it because since the league started, my life is fucking.
Yeah.
So I've just been, whether it's moving, packing.
FaZe went 0-3.
I did see that.
They beat the Falcons yesterday, so they're 1-3.
How
many Matt, do you happen to know how many maps the Falcons have won?
Probably one.
They took a map off of FaZe.
They're going to end the year winning about 4 maps. 4 maps and no series wins.
Okay, so they've won 2 maps. They beat them. They took a map off of FaZe. They took a map off of
I don't like
Ravens.
that, bro. I don't like how there's genuine good people and challengers that deserve a spot in the CDL.
Yeah.
And these people, just because they're from a certain region and there's people willing to back that they get this chance when they are not qualified to be up here.
Yeah.
Sounds rude, but it's... Dude, motherfuckers, Trump's back. We can start talking the truth, right? Yeah, I fucked up there, huh?
Sure, man. Yeah.
I don't give a fuck about Trump either. But let's just be honest, man. These guys, they might prove me wrong. I don't know. But to actually, I remember at the beginning of the season, I was like, I'm going to be rooting for these fucks. Like, I want something to happen for them. But it's just like, I just don't see it happening. Like, yeah, it'd be a cool story if they upset some teams. But I'm like, this is a professional league. You shouldn't just be able to, like, some dude shouldn't be able to buy an NBA team and then, like, let his favorite college stars join, and then he could. They don't win.
I mean, low key against Miami, 236 to 250. They took a map. They took a control map.
I'm not saying they're horrible. I'm just saying a team shouldn't be allowed to be bought in with that, guys. Like, sure, buy Team Falcons. You have a spot. Now pick the 4 best players that deserve to be here. Not just pick favorites. But granted, if you're paying $25 million or whatever it is for a spot, you can do whatever the fuck you want to do. But I do think there should be some rules about that to where you can't do that.
I get you.
Next thing you know, So what if a billionaire comes in and he's like, my 4 sons love playing Call of Duty. They want to get into competitive Call of Duty. I want to let them play in this league. Like, I know we're not going to win much, but it'd be fun for them. We're willing to pay. Like, would that be, they just fucking allow that?
I don't know.
And I'm not saying that's what Falcon is. Jesus Christ. I feel like every time I say a fucking sentence, I have to backtrack and just make it, or it fucking gets clipped out by Jake Lucky.
Jake fucking Lucky. Fuck you, Jake. Yeah. It's tough. It's tough.
I want them to do well, though, man. That would be amazing. I'm not sitting here wishing for their downfall. I will be rooting for them.
They are going to win a series. And that series is going to be fucking hype.
I'm going to be hype as shit.
That series is going to be like when Marky B subbed
They're
in.
going to beat us, and I'm going to be cheering.
Same. Be like, hell yeah, Shotzi gets shit on.
On the watch party.
Could you imagine that chat? Holy shit. That chat would be hell. Matt, anything you want to say about the Pred situation?
Yeah, no, absolutely not. I'll probably cut you even saying that right now.
All right, we good? Thank you, guys. I feel like there's something else I needed to set straight, but I don't think so.
The TST and the Zoo Mafia got into it.
Yeah, y'all got beef. I was more so thinking about making this podcast more about me still.
Oh, okay. Yeah, don't listen to talk about the Zoo Mafia shit. Then.
Nah, I think I'm good. I've officially. Let me catch some people up. The real ones are still listening. So I've officially moved downtown Dallas yesterday. Just got internet set up today, and today is Monday, December 16th. Just got internet today. PC is all set up. It's a brand new PC. I got my brand new PC. I got my old good PC. So stream quality improved. And yeah, I'm sort of excited. I mean, I explained a lot of shit, and I'm depressed. And
are you doing the Elden Ring
day,
stream before 2025?
I think so. Yeah.
So you're doing it in December.
Yeah, that might be my first stream back.
You should do that. You should.
Yeah.
Might
bring my stream out to my living room and like try to make it a.
Hell yeah.
But yeah, just wanted to catch you guys up with where I'm at. For all the real ones, support it.
Yeah.
BTH, man. But y'all will see me soon. I also want a lot of podcasts this weekend. But as far as my stream, it resumes soon. I'm just debating on whether I want to start Elden Ring immediately with my comeback. I feel like that'd be the best idea. But yeah, thanks for being patient. I've been on my consistent shit lately, and I know I disappeared. But after everything today, I hope you can forgive me for this time off that I've taken. It's only been like a week and a half. But we'll be back soon enough.
Yep. All right, guys. Thanks so much for watching. This has been an episode of, of the Flycast.
Matt, Greg, play that outro music, man.